Another Canadian. The ultimate warrior. Very good. Okay. I guess we'll go with E4 again. Develop our pieces. I'd like to see if I can get fully developed. All my pieces developed before the first attack. Okay, nice. So, cool. I see I have one person's after joining me. If you'd like to say hello, feel free to do so. If you are my one and only follower, welcome. Otherwise, you could be my second follower, and also welcome. Okay. Let's see what this brings. Pinning the knight to the queen. Most common move here would be pawn attacking. That's also a very good move. So I have the this channel is this stream is now open on my phone as well. So if you want to say hello, feel free to do so, and I'll be able to see the chat on the side here. Okay. So my opponent wants to castle. That is a good, a wise move. Let me see. Okay. So I'm going to move my king, I guess. Oh, I'll help to defend the. Okay, I'm just looking for different options, sir. I'm thinking if they move wherever they go, okay, then I can hit their bishop. It would be nice then if the queen attacks. You could always come with the knight, of course. But if the queen attacks, it would mean this pawn is free. So if I move here now, and then I could go there. Okay, let's just move the queen. Oh. Okay, let's go for steady and solid development of the pieces. Castle. Get the king to safety. That's a strange move. So. Oh, okay, I see. What they're doing here is creating an outpost for the knight. Will be protected here. So if I decide to take they could come down here to side with the plan an attack between the queen and the rook, and the queen then comes down and takes the king. Very clever. Okay. So I think I will bring interesting predicament. Okay, let's just attack her and see what happens. Aha, okay. So what they're after doing there is after blocking their bishop. And now I can put pinning the this knight to the rook, which means if they move the knight, I can take the rook. I'm just after realizing as well that one viewer who's after joining is probably me on my phone. I'm not too sure. If you're someone else, please say hello in the chat. Otherwise, hello me. Okay. What I'm going to do right now is create an escape square for my king, just in case something happens. Which means if anything does ever happen here where this is open, the pieces are out, and my king gets into trouble by someone coming down to check, he has an escape square, so he can not get checkmated, which is the ultimate aim of the game. Well, yeah, the aim is not to get checkmated yourself, so then you can checkmate the opponent. Aha, very clever. Okay, so they're guarding the or protecting the rook, so they've got plans now for this knight. Okay. What I'm doing here is, well, one, for future, if this ever happens, I'd like to take it. But also protecting this square for if their knight comes down. Opponent still with lots of time. 14 minutes to my 10 minutes. Um, hmm. Okay. I'm going to reroute the knight. But I'd also like to bring this pawn up here to protect these two squares. My opponent is playing pretty good right now. Ultimate Warrior. An old school wrestling fan. So my opponent is thinking right now. There's a few things they could possibly take. If they go down there, I take, they take back. What's going to happen? This guy is kind of trapped with this pawn. Queen is kind of not much to do. This guy is a bit useless right now. So he saw that and he's stopping that from happening. Well, that's okay. So let's go here to attack here. See what happens. Could also come here, putting pressure on the king. In which case, I want to bring my king or my queen here to protect this line. If my knight does decide to swoop in and attack. But right now, if this guy moves, I'm also eyeing this pawn. What I'm thinking is perhaps other options, keeping the options open. Bring the pawn up here to protect these two squares. And then I can bring my knight down here. He will also then be protecting the square, or I could swoop him around here. Because right now I have no protection here. Just checking my mic is actually turned on. So there. Yeah. Let's see what happens. It's good to have plans. However, have some sort of an idea rather than just wandering aimlessly. And of course, the plans can change at any time. But good to have, same as in life, good to have some semblance of a goal. So he's now protecting this this square right here. Okay. So now so first of all, I want to protect this square. I'm putting pressure on them to take the knight. The knight is currently out of action anyway. If they take, I just take. Okay. Good move by my opponent. And right now, I am happy to bring my knight over here. Once again, reinforcing the square, also making plans to evolve this knight. Right now, at least he's not completely useless over here in the corner. And if you're joining me here again, bear with me as the channel evolves and grows. It's a very basic setup. I'm not using OBS like other guys where their stream just looks seamless. But over time, things will progress. So. Right now I can't move this pawn because it's pinned. Pawn is pinned by the knight, by the bishop. But what I can do, because I was thinking about bringing this guy up here and then aid him with the rook. Let's just solidify this position right here. Reinforcing the this square. So I'm just checking my how the stream looks on the phone. Everything seems okay. I see my title hasn't been updated. It should say just chess, let's play. So now I'm not even sure if this is being broadcast to the chess department. Again, figuring it all out along the way. I currently have 6 minutes left. My opponent has 8. Okay. So I think I'll take this right now. I'd like to bring my knight here now because then he is protecting this square, stopping the king from escaping. And if I got my queen here, you can always guard with this. But if that was the case, well, either way, I would win the rook. Good move. Clever. Now if I bring my knight here, he is forking the king and the rook. And he's also protecting this square. And this square is protected by the bishop. So the only place he has to go is back here or here. Okay, so let's jump in now with the knight. The knights are very tricky. Great pieces. See, right now this bishop is blocked by his own pawn. So what I was saying earlier on about a closed board is when the pawns, it generally refers to the center, but when the center is closed or locked with all these pawns, pawn chains and these everything's happening. Okay. So likely he'll bring the, I don't think he has any other move. He'll bring the rook down. I can bring the queen back up here to attack. Then he'll have to bring the, yeah, he can either then move there or bring the rook back up. Okay. If he does cover with the rook again, then I can, okay, very good move. Now, what do I do? Attacking his rook. I somehow have an extra viewer. Thank you for joining the stream. Feel free to say hello. And if you can, let me know, please. Did you find this, or am I streaming to the chess section, or What section did you find the stream in? Because I'm still trying to figure out the logistics. Figure out the logistics for streaming. Right now in a tricky situation. So. Okay, what I'm going to do is bring. Oh, I can't because the king is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's just bring the rook out. Well, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1. So if I bring the knight here, okay, let's see how that goes. No, okay. This square has been watched, so I can't. Tricky. I'm actually hoping for this guy to take the knight. If he does, it'll move the pawn out of the way, clearing space for the rook to move. Otherwise, we can figure something out to get my piece up here. So one good approach is to visualize or imagine what you would like to do or what position you would like to be in. For example, this, I'd like to have a rook here, and then from there work backwards and figure out how you can make that happen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a beautiful situation. I just had to take a screenshot of this to use for puzzles with the community. Right now, I've hoping something like this would happen at some point. Not in this game, I didn't expect it, but this is what is known as a smothered mate, where the king has no square to escape to. And 3, 2, 1. So, the smothered mate here, a legendary mating pattern when the king has no square to escape to. He's completely surrounded by his pieces or by any piece. He's basically no square to move to. And if you can get the knight to a safe position which attacks the king, well, there you have it. The legendary Smothered mate. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. Follow, comment, say hello. Also on YouTube, Coffee Chess Crypto, Twitter, Coffee64 Crypto. Yeah. Cheers, guys. And I will be back soon. Thank you.